Mega Millions top prize odds 1 in 290 million.
This is Monster Jam. Big air, backflips, and all-out racing. Monster Jam, as big as it gets. The fun begins at the pit party, where you can meet the drivers, get autographs, take pictures, and see the trucks up close. Get your pit party pass at monsterjam.com today. Must have valid event ticket to enter pit party. Restrictions may apply. Rules and activities are subject to change. Visit website for event details. Coming to Pinnacle Bank Arena April 18th through 19th.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Attention all Wings fans, Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O or in Williamsburg Village.
Water heater gone? Call Bryant. The price you're quoted is the price you'll pay. And in most cases, same-day replacement. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Now's the perfect time to get even stronger at Planet Fitness. Save $28 or more when you join today for just $1 down, $15 a month. Mix up your routine or create a customized workout plan with free fitness training. That's right. Certified trainers, unlimited sessions with best-in-class equipment. Plus, there's over 2,700 convenient locations to choose from, with most open 24 hours. Save $28 or more today when you join Planet Fitness for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends April 11th. See Home Club for details.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
Load up on meat and more this spring at The Mercado by Certified Piedmontese, with great selections of T-bones, tomahawks, ribeyes, filet mignon, brisket, sirloin, and so much more. The Mercado has locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, where you can have $2 draft beer every Thursday night from 4 to 8 p.m. and half-price espresso drinks on Fridays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Get to The Mercado today for the best meat in town.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
It's the problem no one wants to talk about, the middle child of driver safety. In the time of doing everything in the car with 3 screens and a surround sound symphony sending you somewhere sunny, driving takes a back seat to swiping and replying. And while you're eating and taking a sip from your drink, more than 14% of fatal and injury crashes are being caused by distracted driving. This is distracted driving for real. Let's start driving for real. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Get ready for spring by joining an evidence-based program to improve your health and well-being. These programs use proven strategies to help you make lasting changes, whether it's boosting nutrition, increasing activity, managing stress, or enhancing wellness. Invest in yourself today and feel your best this spring and beyond. Paid for by the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Welcome to The Drive with A.D. Raff and Ahman Gray. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0. and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Friday morning. The sun is shining. The week is done, almost done at least. Man, it is. Is it just me, Nick, Raff, or does it seem like this week has went by fast?
Raff, can you hear us?
Yes, I was contemplating. I think they all go by fast now. It just seems like it's always the years go by fast, or the days go by. The days go by fast.
Slow.
The years go by fast.
The days go slow, but the years go fast. Yeah, yeah. Dude, I tell you what, you got kind of a glow going on in your face there. It's kind of dark with like red cheeks and a red forehead, man, and a gray beard.
It's my angelic look.
Or the lighting is just horrible in the hotel room.
Oh, it's so bad. I was trying to look for light, and I was like, well, I guess we'll go with this.
What if you open the curtain?
Well, then I think it'll be too bright, and then it'll drown me out. I'll try over the break. I'll see what I can do. See if I can get it fixed.
The beard is popping.
Yeah, the gray, the old Santa Claus beard. Big day today. Did you make Louis an omelet today for the big day?
What's the day?
National Pet Day.
Man, it seems like every day there's some national stuff. People are just making this stuff up.
People just make it up. National Left-Handed Day, left hand day, whatever it is.
Yeah, is it really today, Raff, or somebody just making something up? I don't know what today is.
It is today. Lolo,
I know it's Friday.
Lolo and Ozzy, I mean, they had omelets today and pancakes, and they were just two happy puppies.
National Pet Day. I'm looking this up. Text line, let me know.
It is. Wasn't even there for National Pet Day.
Yeah. Daddy's gone.
Some kind of pop.
I'm not the kind of dad you want.
Hello.
Papa was a rolling stone. National Pet Day is on April 11th, founded by Colleen Page in 2006 to promote pet adoption and awareness. Learn about the origins, health benefits, traditions. So yeah, it is today.
My question is, how do I become somebody that instead of it's founded by whoever she was, it's like this day founded by Nick Sainert to promote something?
Just throw something online and say you discovered it.
Okay, gotcha. I didn't know how to go about making it a nationally recognized day of celebration.
Next week we should have Big Swim Nick Sainert Day.
No. I don't want it to make it about me. I just want to be recognized as the founder of it.
Yeah, would I be making it about you?
I don't want to make it about me. I just want to be recognized as the founder.
Some of these, I don't understand some of these, man. It just throws it out there. But yeah, I guess it is technically today's National Pet Day. So I'll have to. Louis, well, he already ate breakfast, so he's good. There you go. You got a house to.
Is he on 2 meals a day? What is he? Just
morning
so he
and night.
Okay,
he'll get a few snacks here and there.
Yeah,
he
gets human food.
Sometimes.
No, don't lie.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
Yeah, I'll give him some human food, so I'll throw him a little scrap here and there.
Hey, you want a French fry, Louis?
Nah. He's game for anything, man. Seriously. I mean, it's like, Louis, no, you're not getting any. And he's got that big Barry White breathing and snorting.
It sounds like he's cussing you out under his breath the entire time.
Yeah, he sounds like a little pig, man. A little gray pig is what he sounds like. I was walking around snorting. So I guess it is. And then let me see. Disc Golf Jake, good morning. He goes, Nick, you got the platform. Make the proclamation.
I need suggestions on what the National Day of Celebration is, though. Like, it has to be something. I don't want to be immature about this. It has to be something meaningful. It has to be something, productive, right? Like National Pet Day, it promotes the adoption of pets around the country, right? We need to think about something that promotes a positive impact that I can be the founder of the National Day. That's
National Raff's Roadies Day.
No, see, I said we don't want to be immature about this, Raff.
You're the founder.
No, I never proclaim myself as the founder of the Raff's Roadies. I will say this, guys. I woke up this morning to a text from our good friend of the show and station, Jeff Essink of Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping. So their 10-week challenge starts on Monday. All right. Obviously, you can hear a lot more about him on Fitness Fanatics every Sunday morning. But Jeff has convinced me to start and go back to Farrell's, and Monday morning I will be there to kickbox.
7 a.m.?
I haven't decided on 6 a.m. or 7 a.m.
7's only 30 minutes.
7 is only 30 minutes. 6 a.m. though is
45.
Would give me more time to make breakfast in between from being here and from. And so I got to figure some things out. But this is my proclamation as we're talking about making proclamations. Is that I want to see or hear that by the end of this show, at least 2 people have signed up for the 10-week challenge. If you mention the ticket, you get 50% off. That's all. What else could you ask for? And I will be there Monday. Jeff is going to be on my butt if I'm not there on Monday. And so I will be there Monday. And so I hope to see a lot of other people there Monday as well.
So is it going to be 6 a.m. you're going to go to? We got to make a declaration. It can't be, I'm kind of do this.
Might be at 4:30.
Practice for the 4 a.m. class.
So I'm trying to think. Well, the 4 and 5 are not happening. It's either 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. I'm leaning towards 6 a.m. because there is a warm up and because there's other things. 7 a.m. you just go right into it. So it would be one of those things where I would go to the gym before 7 a.m. So I get like the warm up. I get my body moving in the morning. So I'm not just showing up and doing kickboxing. I think I'm going to lean towards 6 a.m. though.
So you're saying you're going to go lift weights before?
No, I think I'm going to do the 6 a.m. class.
Yeah. See, when I was doing it, and when I get back to doing it again, I'll know a lot more after Monday. But I would go lift weights first, and then I'd go to the 7 a.m. class because it was 30 minutes. Because I tried to kickbox first and then go lift. Well, my lift sucked after that because I was like, no.
Oh, I know how I feel. I mean, I remember doing it from a couple of years ago, and like I know how I feel after one of those kickboxing. But I despise. I cannot say this loud enough for the people in the back. I despise cardio. I despise running. I hate it. Treadmills are no fun. I will go for a walk around a lake, a pond. I will go for a walk 10 days in a row. I have no problem going on walks. But the whole cardio, get your body moving thing, not for me. So kickboxing is going to be my source of cardio, and we'll see how it goes on Monday.
Well, it's a great workout, man. Eric coming in hot.
And that's the thing, Eric. I knew Eric was always going to show up.
Eric, you being there isn't motivation for me to sign up, Nick.
It should be.
Come on,
It should be.
Do it for yourself.
Yeah, don't do it because of me.
Do it for yourself. I'm excited, Nick, for you to do it. I'm glad Jeff reached out to you, and Jeff's a recruiter now, man. Jeff knows how to recruit.
Hey, I'm waiting for the NIL check to come through, though.
Oh, he's paying you to go. Oh.
No, absolutely not. Hold on.
It's all making sense now.
if you count a pair of gloves, of boxing gloves, my NIL deal, I'll take it. That's all I need from Jeff. I need the straps and I need the boxing gloves. That's all I ask.
Well, do you have some from last time?
Yeah. So we got all those details worked out.
You're good to go.
No, Jeff is awesome. Go online, Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping. You can get that. You can get signed up. Like we said, you can get a massive discount by mentioning the ticket. And so that starts on Monday. There's still time to sign up. And let's go through this with me.
Yeah, if you go to FXB Lincoln, I think I'm going to look it up, fxblincoln.com. Let me make sure here. But you can find out more. They have 2 locations. They have the one that's right on Meadow Lane, right off basically Vine Street, 70th and Vine. And they have the other one that's right on Pine Lake Road. I mean, Yankee Hill Road, right by the
40th
Target.
and Yankee Hill.
It's going to be a thing. So I don't know if people know this. I'm moving in 12 days. I'm moving from South Lincoln to, and it pains me to say this. what they would categorize as North Lincoln. And so we're moving over to near like 84th and Holdridge area. So it's going to be switching locations in the middle of it.
Middle laner.
I can't let that deter me. So like we can't let that deter me. So in 12 days or so, I'm moving from South Lincoln to North Lincoln. And we're going to see how this goes. I can't believe I'm going to live north of O Street. What am I doing, Raff?
North side?
I tried to warn you.
Lock my doors.
You'll be closer to to David, too, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Free off, you closer to David.
That's just what I need.
Oh, wow.
Safe travels to our friend David, who's traveling to Kansas, though, this morning. I know he's listening, so we can say that now.
Did you ever respond back to him, Mr.?
I did.
I don't respond to tweets or text messages.
I did, and I had a very good reason on why I did not respond to David, so we are good.
Oh, you have a very good reason.
I did. And that is between me and David Freeoff.
I know the text line is going to be blowing up on our
That's
group
fine.
text.
That's fine. Anyway, you guys got any exciting weekend plans? I think I'm going to go check out the Lincoln Stars tonight.
Really?
It's like
Big game.
me and about 6 buddies are going to go to Lincoln versus Tri-City later on tonight. It's the final regular season game.
It's a big game for them too, man.
Yeah.
Big shout out to the Lincoln Stars. They've been taking care of business this year.
43-15 on the year.
Is that their best record?
It is tied for the most wins in franchise history for the Lincoln Stars. So they have a record of 43-15. They'll have home ice advantage the entire Clark Cup playoffs, and they're going to be able to do that. They tied their franchise record for wins the last time out, 43-15, trying to break it here tonight, obviously against Tri-City, which you'll be able to hear on the ticket.
Yes, sir. I'm a helper. You know, so when you see somebody aspiring to greatness, I did come up with a thing for Nick to sponsor.
Oh no! Oh no!
What is it, DP?
It's 2 things. You can tell me which one resonates, right? But I think Raff is onto something that it should be National Return the Damn Text Day. I think that's a good start. Sponsored by Nick Sainer.
Yeah.
Hey, but also the other thing, National Hug a Thick Boy Day.
Oh man,
hug a thick boy.
We're trying to change that.
hug a thick boy.
We're trying to change that.
Hey, Nick, even when you fit, you gonna be thick.
Oh, I know.
Or as the kids say,
with a Q.
He has extra C's.
Yeah, extra C's. That's exactly what we need.
Nice. Hug a Thick Boy Day.
Yeah, exactly.
Sponsored by Nick Sainer.
No.
Yes.
So text line, which one do you want to go? Hug a Thick Boy Day. Do you want National Return the Text Day? You know, both of them. I like the return. Who else doesn't return text? Let's be honest with us on the text line. I mean, are you one of those that like to leave people on red?
Hold on. See, I'm not
saying you.
I do not like leaving people on red. But my family will tell you the same thing, that my worst habit is that I open up a message and I get distracted quickly, and then the little blue dot, the little notification number goes away, and so then I forget to reply later. Now, I will also say this: I've tried to get better at after I read a text, if I'm not able to reply right away, to swipe the opposite direction, and it makes it look like I've unread the text. Like I haven't read it. So the dot still appears.
Okay.
But I'm still adjusting to that lifestyle.
Okay. So just adjusting to return to people's text, common courtesy, huh?
I guess so. I guess I'm just a horrible person. No.
Dude, listen, I gotta be honest. All of us, there's times where I'm like, oh yeah, I got to return that, and then I'll get a call or get distracted, and then a day or two goes by. You know, I mean, especially if it's something urgent, I'm going to be on it because I see it, it grabs my attention right away. If it's just something like, hey, what's going on, dog? What's up? You know, something like that. You know, then it's kind of like, you know, I usually do, but if it's just something like casual and I get distracted, I'm not, I'm not too concerned about it at that point.
No,
you know.
Also, I like if you're hinging your day on whether or not I am returning your text. Please do something more purposeful with your life.
Well, it just means you're a big deal.
No, that's not
Why
what
don't
I'm
you give yourself more value, Nick? I don't understand it.
Raff, that's what I'm talking
Well, because
about.
I'm around guys that don't. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, wow. You know what an honor it is for me to get a text from the future broadcaster of the year?
We're not doing this, Raff. We're done.
David says, if it's just Raff or DF, I'll get to it later.
I guess that is the mentality.
Oh, man. Let me see.
Also, 99. I said this yesterday, and I'll say it again today. 99% of our text messages that feature this show are in a massive group chat. And so, like, I told David this yesterday. I woke up because he got mad at me because I didn't reply. I woke up yesterday morning to, I think it was 62 text messages between like 4 group chats.
Whoa.
This was like at 7:15 in the morning.
Whoa.
And it was a lot of Masters talk in a lot of our group chats. It wasn't even necessarily ours. It was some other from my other buddies. And I sat there and I was like, I'm not doing this today. So I click on the group chat. I didn't even read them. I swiped out, and that's all it was.
So can I ask you a question, Nick?
That's probably a fault of mine, but
ain't nothing wrong.
I just didn't want to deal with it at 7:15.
Can I ask you a question, Nick?
Yes.
Do you participate in our group chat or JTP group chat more?
I would say probably JTP, simply because I don't get harassed as much in that group chat as I get yelled at in the group chat with the older, mature men.
You said yelled at?
Jay Foreman is a brutal texter. He's a mean texter.
Jay will let you know what's happening right away. Hey, what's up, man? Why didn't get anything back?
Yeah, he texts you, and then he calls you, and then when you don't answer, he still calls you again.
Well, that's just because you do that, though, Nick. The rest of us don't get that treatment. Because you just kind of blow people off. It's a millennial thing, man. You can't help it. It's who you are. There's nothing wrong with it.
It's who I am. If you don't love me for who I am, then
you don't
love me at all.
What you see is what you get.
Yeah.
And if you don't like what you get going.
Would you rather me be fake? Would you rather me just reply
no fake friends.
just because?
No fake friends.
Yeah. Hey, Raff, would you rather me just reply just to say that I replied, or would you actually want me to reply when I care?
Put some meat into it.
Yeah, you're right. Reply when you care.
See?
I'm never getting a text from you ever again.
Well,
no, that's not true at all.
Well, in regards to Nick's location, where he's going to be moving to, unknown texter 0220 has a picture of Darth Vader dancing. It says, Nick, welcome to the dark side.
Hello.
Welcome. And then unknown texter 3292 says, don't compare us grungy Northsiders to the swanky Northeasters.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
You technically live in Northeast Lincoln now.
Is that where I'm at?
Because, you're more by the interstate. So that's, you're kind of, just, we put a gay poupon.
Yeah.
So you're the Northeaster.
Yeah, what can I say? The high V's there.
Hey, Northeast Lincoln has grown a ton. I told you.
It absolutely
Last Saturday, I was at an event in that area, and I was blown away how much it's grown. They have Crunch Fitness. I think they got a few gyms out in that area.
They got a couple things, like the McDonald's switched with the Sonic switched with the McDonald's. So, I mean, there's a lot of access out there for some things. And like, I remember when they just built over by Mahoney on 84th and Adams, like that little strip mall there.
Yeah.
That was like a big deal when that thing popped up. Now they got townhouses out there. They got houses out in that neighborhood over there behind the Walmart.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Raff, you remember this, and I think the texters, if you remember, North 40 Golf Course. Jim White and Greg Johansson used to own that over there. North 40. If you remember North 40, send us a text and say, that North 40 was it Grandpa's back nine, Raff?
Yeah, they just got the back nine. Yeah, it was Grandpa's back nine. I love that little course. That was awesome.
North 40 was a lot of fun.
What would you compare it to right now?
I would say, Raff, it's
would
not.
It be like
it's not as big as
golf course, but with 2 par 4s.
Would it be like what, Jim Ager?
Yeah,
like
but with 2 par 4s.
Pine Lake comparable?
Pine Lake would be more comparable, I think.
Gotcha.
But it was bigger than Pine Lake.
Okay.
Yeah, it was bigger than Pine Lake. It was a fun course, man. We used to play that a lot. Kmart Steve, what's up, brother? Yes, indeed. He goes, the North 40 mini golf course was amazing. It definitely was. Big Haas says, read my text. Laugh out loud. Big Haas, we got you, man. Bones, Grandpa's Woods. Yeah, that's what it was. Grandpa's Woods.
Well, there is Grandpa's Woods. It's out of town here. There's that one course. It's just outside of Lincoln.
I haven't played that one yet. Have you played Raff?
Oh, it's been probably 15, 20 years ago. My parents used to go out there all the time.
Is it like near like Syracuse, Bennett area or somewhere?
Is it like Weeping Water or somebody? One of the listeners, I'm sure, knows. I forgot what the main city is, but I think it's towards that Weeping Water direction.
Yeah. We got to go play that just for the heck of it, man. We got
Murdoch.
Yeah.
Murdoch area. Okay. Big Hoss says, so I seen the Florida State linebacker.
No, incorrect. He's talking about Mekhi Bear.
Okay.
So I see
Why'd
that.
you say incorrect?
Well, because he didn't go to Florida State.
Missouri.
Yeah, he went to Missouri. So I see.
I just read the text. I didn't even know what it was going to. You just interrupted me so quick. I wish you answered your text as quick as you interrupted me there.
We just need to we need to proofread the text. If it's on the prompter, he's going to read it.
Well, I was going to correct it, but it was Missouri he's talking about. And you know what, you guys, on that, who knows?
Well, we can talk about that when we talk football.
Because we'll definitely come back to that one, man. And just kind of preface, let you guys know, not to leave you hanging out there. He's asking, Gaber was at Missouri. He hit the portal yesterday. Did we think there's a chance to come back to Nebraska? We'll talk about that as well. This is a good question, because we appreciate it, man. Grandpa's Woods is in Elmwood. Thanks, Joe B. You know what you guys got to do one of these times, man? Once a month, all of our schedules permitting, which I know is tough.
Yeah.
We check out a course around town that's not too far out. That might even be kind of aggressive, though, once a month.
I don't think it's aggressive once a month.
I've never played Beatrice.
Bro.
Beatrice is very nice. I have bad memories at Beatrice. Jake has not golfed with me since. It was my first year. It was my first year of golfing.
Yeah.
And he invited me out to a scramble. And
that was one of your worst times ever, though.
Yeah. I mean, I was bad. I used to be really bad. And I don't think I hit a tee shot off the tee. I think I topped every single one of them. And so I did not help out the scramble very, very much at Beatrice. Jake hasn't invited me to golf ever since.
Scrambles are for fun, Jake.
Oh, no, they aren't. Nope. I found out that they are not for fun. They're not. Either way. So.
Raff, the thing about, we'll say this before we go to break, Beatrice Country Club is like, first of all, I love the course. It's like two different completely golf courses, though. The front nine is the original, you know, tight tree lines, tight fairways, etc., fast greens. The back nine is more open, but also extremely difficult. And dude, if you live here, they got great rates to join there. And it's like, I'm not going to throw a number because I don't know what it is, but I know it's very reasonable.
Yeah.
If you live in Lincoln to play out there.
Big Haas asks, I've never golfed before, but where's the best place to learn? Like, I don't think that there's anything better than to start out at, and guys, correct me if I'm wrong. I would just say go to Ager. Go to Jim Ager, and you only need a couple clubs. Like if you get a starter set, you only need a couple of clubs. You don't have to take your whole bag. They're all par threes. You work on your short game. Like I would say that before you worry about playing like a big course. Mm-hmm. I would say just try to play a par three. Is that am I wrong on that, Raff? What would you say?
Here's what.
Yeah.
Mahoney.
I would say this: get a lesson first.
Oh.
Because that's just me. I mean, my boys, I had them getting lessons way before. I mean, they would play a little bit with me, but I got them lessons early. Because the thing about it, if you just go out there and start swinging, you establish bad habits. You're going to establish them anyway, but you don't want to just pile up on the bad habits. I'm not saying not to go out and have some fun and swing them. Yeah, your first time. I'm not saying don't go play until you get a lesson. I will say if it's something you get out there, you kind of enjoy it.
Yeah,
get a lesson. Because then you're going to learn the right way 100%. To do it. You'll have a baseline to go back to.
100%.
Because Nick, you think about this, and Raff, and those of you that are golfers, you know when you're struggling, sometimes it just sucks, but you at least have something to go back to help fix it. And it doesn't mean it happens right away, but at least you know what you're doing wrong. But man, when you start out like I did and you just reinforce bad habits, it is hard to break them.
Yeah, 100%.
It is hard to break them.
Matt Hop says, Grandpa's Woods is owned by my friend Jake. He has Grandpa's Woods in top-notch condition. It's a good place to work on your iron game. I am last year's league champion. Well, congrats on that, Matt.
They got some small greens out there too.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
To go check that out. Yeah. And somebody mentioned, I don't know if it was Matt Hop or Big Hoss that said this. I switched out of the screen, but yes, Table Rock in Nebraska City is a very nice course.
Joe B said that.
Yeah, Joe B, thanks. Yeah, I played that about probably 6-7 years ago. It is a nice course.
He said Table Creek Golf Course in Nebraska City is nice. I was a big fan last year. I played one. I found one in Cairo, Nebraska, It was called Centura Hills.
Oh, that's my buddy that runs that. Garrett Rathke owns that.
I did not know that when I went out there, but it was a great course.
He's got a great track out there.
I loved it.
Yes, you got the railroad tracks as you're coming off the road to get over there. But it's a very nice course, man. Garrett Rathke used to be one of the professionals at Wilderness Ridge years ago.
Okay.
And he moved out there, took over that course at least 10 years ago. Me and Corey Ross and Little Kellogg, Ronnie Kellogg, we went and played that for an event one time.
Oh.
And Corey Ross, he hit the ball like 360 every time. Raff has played with him. He knows how far that pork chop hits the ball. It's ridiculous.
That's stupid.
Folks, we got some more Master to discuss. Also, a lot of football to discuss. Nebraska, week 3, coming up on week 3 this next week, aren't they? Sneaking up on week 3 in spring practice. We got some, of course, Hoverson's got some sound bites. Always keeps you entertained with some of those and a few others. So we'll talk about that at the top of the hour. When we come back, though, look at the Master standings. And someone yesterday shot a score that we shoot here in Lincoln at times. Definitely would not shoot there. I would shoot 185 if I was lucky.
Are you talking about Justin Rose shooting a 31 on the front nine?
That's ridiculous, man.
That's crazy.
Think about that, dude.
31. You're not getting you're not getting a great price per swing ratio there. 30. You only get 31 swings. I'm much more a fan of like 50.
I'd be at 31, 3 holes through at Masters easily.
Yeah.
Folks, it is Friday. We got Raff holding it down in Ralston. We got me and Nick here at the mothership. It's The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere air seeder during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Take your seeding performance to the next level with John Deere's advanced air seeding technology. Achieve precise seed and fertilizer placement, optimize emergence, and cover more acres with less downtime. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year during Landmark Implement's Fast Start Early Order program. Contact your Landmark Implement for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine with light winds. Afternoon high around 68. Tonight, mainly clear skies and light winds, low near 46. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies. It'll be windy and warm with an afternoon high near 80. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends. Attention all Wings fans, Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O or in Williamsburg Village.
Load up on meat and more this spring at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese with great selections of T-bones, tomahawks, ribeyes, filet mignon, brisket, sirloin, and so much more. The Mercado has locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, where you can have $2 draft beer every Thursday night from 4 to 8 p.m. and half-price espresso drinks on Fridays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! Now's the perfect time to get even stronger at Planet Fitness. Save $28 or more when you join today for just $1 down, $15 a month. Mix up your routine or create a customized workout plan with free fitness training. That's right, certified trainers, unlimited sessions with best-in-class equipment. Plus, there's over 2,700 convenient locations to choose from, with most open 24 hours. Save $28 or more today when you join Planet Fitness for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends April 11th. See Home Club for details.
What's going on, fans? This is Lexi Rodriguez, four-time All-American at Nebraska and now proud member of Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League One Volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players, and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering us on in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha Volleyball in action this season. Go Big Green!
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready mixed concrete in Lincoln. With 3 plants across the city, there are plenty of opportunities to start or grow your driving career. They offer great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they cover the cost of CDL training. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Since 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today with ready mixed concrete. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's nebcoinc.com.
Spring is here. It's time to get back outside and into proper shoes this year. Brown's Shoe Fit is the place to buy this spring with their sale on athletic shoes. Get $15 off any regular priced athletic shoes with respected brands like Hoka, Brooks, New Balance, and On Running. And don't forget, Brown's carries a large arrangement of sizes and widths to fit your feet properly. Start your spring off right at Brown's Shoe Fit, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Water heater gone? Call Bryant. The price you're quoted is the price you'll pay. And in most cases, same-day replacement. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus. Garage doors and more.
It's the middle child of driver safety. Ugh. It's like that scene in a movie you don't want to see, thinking, it won't happen to me. In the time of doing everything at once with 3 screens and taking meetings and eating in the car, it's not easy. But when driving takes the back seat, distracted driving causes more than 14% of fatal and injury crashes every year. For real. Let's start driving for real. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Early break.
How to present the card.
Present your credit card or your debit card. And you're presenting generally
At first,
debit.
when you said that, I thought you were talking about your business card. And I go, so you're giving them your business card. Thank you. And I'm Steve Sipple from On3. And if you need to log in, do that.
You will get an occasional,
with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Bush from 6 to 9 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are back on this Friday. Big B says try Corey Oaks if you want to lose a lot of balls. Yes. Big B, I've played Corey Oaks a number of times, and I always lose a lot of golf balls out there. Our late good friend, the show, Ryan Hutzel, in fact, is coming up, which it seems crazy that a year that he's passed away. And I'd love to play with Corey Oaks with Hutzel. He would say, yeah, man, it looks like they buried elephants in the fairways out there at Corey Oaks. Because you know you had a good shot in the fairway. You'd walk out there, be like, where the heck's my ball at? And it would just roll off the side. And I'm excited to see what Corey Oaks look like. Now, if you go to Corey Oaks' website, you can see the flyovers of the new configuration of the course. Dude, it looks night and day. They've widened some holes. I think, you guys, it is hole, I think it's 12, that par 5, Raff, remember? Because 10 is that one straight out, 11 is that par 3, and then over the water, then 12 is that one. I think the left side of the fairway, those trees, they took both sides out. The left side, for sure, they took out and widened it. So I'm just pumped to see what that course looks like.
I have 2 tee times scheduled for the summer this year at Corey Oaks. However, I've only ever played it once, and and it was 3 years ago or so. And the one time that I played it, my best friend Mason got a hole in one.
Are you serious?
He did. Hello. And it was on a beautiful par. I can't remember the hole because it was so long ago. Yeah, but it was, I want to say around like hole 10, hole 11. And it was one of those where he hit it over the pin and it rolled back down. And
we had some juice on it.
And it sunk. Oh, it was incredible. That was the only time I ever played Corey Oaks, though. But yeah, May 25th, I'm going out.
It's a beautiful course, man. Raff, you remember 17? You maybe remember 17, Nick. 17, you're up on that cliff.
Yep.
And one of the most majestical. Hopefully, they didn't do too much with that one. I mean, it always beats my tail, but I love playing it, man.
Because now they added all these bunkers, right? I think that was what the big change was adding all the bunkers.
A lot of bunker play. So. Well, folks, it is day 2 of the Masters. Your leaderboard as of right now, of course, your guys that played in the morning play this afternoon and vice versa. And your leaderboard at the moment is you got Justin Rose. He's -7 through 6. Ludwig is at your guy, Nick. He's at -4 through 2. Connors, he plays at 11:22. Scheffler tees off at 12:23. You got DeChambeau at -3. I'm at -3. Hatton at -3. Berger at -2. Fitzpatrick -2. And a slew of other guys at -1 and so forth. Scrolling all the way down, Dunlap, today's going to be done for him. He's +18.
Yeah.
Raff just laughed. You know what? It's funny, you guys, and not what he did is funny. It's funny when you see all the people online. Oh, I could have done that. I'm like, the heck you could. No, you're not.
Yeah,
you're
right.
not. And this Nick Dunlap's, he'll be just fine. Obviously, he's not going to make the weekend. He's at +18 right now. So really, he's
unless he goes 18 under today.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
That'd be insane. So, I mean, Augusta can get everybody. So he's in the 95th position right now.
It got him, but he didn't 3-putt a single time yesterday.
That's nuts.
He shot 18 over and didn't 3-putt. So
his round yesterday was this. He bogeyed 1, he doubled number 3, bogeyed 4, doubled 5.
Just a lot of bogeys and double bogeys.
Yeah, a lot of bogeys and double bogeys, man. Doubled 11, doubled 12, bogeyed 13. So it's just one of those days. I mean, for me, that's a regular day for me on the golf course.
Yeah.
Well, I have crazy respect for him that he didn't come up with a twinge in his back or his hamstring or anything like that. So
bingo. Because Raff and Nick, listeners, how often have we seen it? Those who follow golf, someone's playing piss poor, and Raff, think about this: won't even finish and go on to the second 9.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're +8 or something, not +9, oh yeah, all of a sudden my back hurts. Dude, you were just lifting weights before. You looked great.
Yeah, right.
Before you just, had 2 back-to-back doubles. So I applaud the dude, man. It's like, you know what? You got to get out there when you're playing bad as well as you're playing good. So I got nothing but respect for the guy playing one of the hardest golf courses in the world with the best in the world. So it is what it is. But he's at +18. A slew of other guys that most likely will be done after today. And tomorrow, of course, they always call moving day when you see that leaderboard move up and down. I'm going to talk about somebody, guys, to where for us old guys, Raff, Nick, this is something you would, like I said, you're not there yet.
Oh, let it be.
How about our boy, Freddie Couples? Freddie Couples is 65 years old. He's at -1. Now, the thing about being older like that, sometimes the course, Father Time is undefeated.
Yep.
It wears on you playing from them back tees like that, So, one day it's like, yes, great. Now do it 3 more times.
Yeah, can you do it? Honestly, I think the mentality for some of these guys that aren't in necessarily, like if you're in a spot where you're 1 under right now, the conditions are pretty favorable, more so than what we, I think, expected on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at the weather earlier this morning. It's just around 55, 60 degrees out there right now. The wind's blowing about 10 to 15 miles per hour.
Mm-hmm.
Not anything too dramatic, but I think if you're a guy like Freddie Couples, or if you're in that 1 under position or even position, you are just saying, look, I'm probably not going to win this because a score of maybe 14 under is probably going to win it when it's all said and done. I'm not going to win this. However, I want to get paid.
I'm gonna post
and
this
the only way I get paid is if I make it to Saturday. And so it's this blend of trying to push the envelope to where you're making some moves on a Friday, but also playing it safe enough to where you just make the cut.
Absolutely.
Because that was one of the most fascinating things from the Full Swing documentary in season 1 that they were talking to Justin Thomas and Jordan Spieth about. Is they were pretty upfront. They were like, look, sure, it's great to win, but if you go to a tournament, go all week, he's like, and you don't make the cut, you don't get paid.
Mm-hmm.
And so even, $40,000 in a weekend for these guys is better, obviously, than going home, cut, and then being like, well, we just wasted a weekend of opportunity.
You guys, something I want to bring in to you guys, and I'm going to tell you my opinion right away. Okay, you got John Rahm that's struggling big time. Okay, big time. And as you know, Rahm took about $300 million to go the Live Tour. And there was someone on Twitter, one of the pundits, that says, well, he hasn't been the same since he went to the Live. It's just killing players. I think that is one of the most outrageous, one of the dumbest comments ever, because it didn't hurt Koepka. He was over there he was over the Live and still winning majors.
Yeah,
you look at DeChambeau. He was still winning over here when he came to the PGA.
Hindsight is obviously, I mean, it's fascinating to go look back because John Rahm took it in the height of his career. I mean, he was peaking as soon as he took the Live money, right? He had just come off of a couple of championships and he took all this money. And then he comes out and after about a year of being in the Live and goes, oh, I wish I would have done the other thing. I wish I would have stayed at the PGA and all this. You can't have it both ways, number one. Number two, like Brooks, it felt like he was just getting to the prime of his career. So it was kind of a puzzling move, right? Cam Smith is another one that I sat there and I was like, he just wins the British Open and he takes all this money when you're feeling like, gosh dang, the tip of the iceberg is right there. Like your prime of your career is right there. And you take the money. We're all going to take the money.
$300 million.
We're all taking
hard to turn down.
The 300, the 150, the 600, whatever it is. We're all taking it, right? But ultimately, the guys now that they regret not staying in the PGA because the Live events are not what they expected. They don't live up to the hype, the fan base, the support, the golf etiquette is not there. And they realize they don't like it. My biggest thing is you can't have it both ways. Yeah, you can't have it both ways. You made your bed, now you got to lie.
I agree with you. Raff, what do you think, brother?
Yeah, I think also too, just that as often as they played, one of the things that they wanted was not to play as often as what they were on the PGA Tour, but in the Live Tour, what do they play, like 9 times a year or something like that? So I mean, just your consistency of playing, I think that hampers your game a little bit too.
And you guys, and Raff, to your point, like you mentioned, say this before we go to break, but you know what, Nick, when you're playing, when you play with the next time with your buddies, and you got something on the line, you're going to be more dialed in.
100%.
You're dialed in.
100%.
And you know he's good.
Yeah.
So therefore, you're not coming just like, oh, whatever happened. No, you're coming dialed in. And at the Live, you've already made a boatload. I mean, generational wealth. Yeah. Generational. For a number of generations, if it's managed right. Do you still have that edge to you? It's if you're playing for the money, that's one thing. If you're playing to dominate the sport because you love the sport, I'm not saying these guys don't love the sport. What I'm simply saying is you can't compare those. You can't recreate that atmosphere at a PGA event at a Live where you're wearing shorts, there's music, there's a couple hundred people, maybe a couple thousand there compared to a PGA event. It's just different.
It's not televised.
It's not televised.
It's not as accessible to like just a casual golfist.
And Nick, like you said, you made your bed and you just lay in it. Yep. And you know what? It's a very expensive bed.
I was
saying, a lot of money.
That is a comfy bed.
So you got to decide,
and you still get to play in the majors.
Yeah. When he brought that up, I'm like, no, I'm not. That's not going to hold water because there's other guys who went from the Live over there and they've done just fine.
Yeah. Speaking of holding your water, did you see Jose Luis Ballester yesterday?
Yeah, that young man's probably never playing at a Masters again. That young man. Hey, he went to the bathroom in Race Creek, and then he was asked about it, and he's like, yeah, I'd do it again.
There were bathrooms right to the left. I don't think he knew, but I'm sure he was talked to talking to last night.
Yeah, but then he doubled down on it. He doubled down. He's like, yeah, I'd do it again. Nobody's going to stop me.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
when AD was talking about us older guys earlier, I thought that's what you were going to.
Nah, he might be. He ain't that old, man. He could have held that in. I don't even got a prostate, and I would have held mine at Augusta. I'm just kind of
no, I would have had to go to the bathroom after the first tee shot on number 1 because I peed my pants that I'm playing at Augusta National.
That's right.
That would have been the problem.
Yeah, mine is out of commission, Raff.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Peeing your pants is cool.
Yeah.
Folks, we come back. We got a little history to talk about, and we've got a lot of Husker football to discuss. And some guys made some moves that one of the texters alluded to earlier. We'll talk about that because it is very intriguing and interesting. We'll be back. It's The Drive.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus, garage doors and more. Attention all Wings fans, Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O or in Williamsburg Village.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Join Nebraska softball for another action-packed weekend on April 18th and 19th as they face Indiana at Bowlin Stadium. The top 25 ranked Huskers are hot and ready to show off their dominance in the Big Ten during this two-game series. Plus, Saturday is Kids Day. There will be family activities throughout the game and an egg hunt with the team after the final out. You won't want to miss this weekend at the ballpark, April 18th and 19th. For event and ticket information, head to huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Now's the perfect time to get even stronger at Planet Fitness. Save $28 or more when you join today for just $1 down, $15 a month. Mix up your routine or create a customized workout plan with free fitness training. That's right. Certified trainers, unlimited sessions with best-in-class equipment. Plus, there's over 2,700 convenient locations to choose from, with most open 24 hours. Save $28 or more today when you join Planet Fitness for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends April 11th. See Home Club for details.
Hey volleyball fans, this is Laura Dijkema, National Player of the Netherlands and now the setter on Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering for us in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha Volleyball in action. Go Big Green!
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at WindowWorldLincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
This is Monster Jam. Big air, backflips, and all-out racing. Monster Jam. As big as it gets. The fun begins at the pit party, where you can meet the drivers, get autographs, take pictures, and see the trucks up close. Get your pit party pass at monsterjam.com today. Must have valid event ticket to enter pit party. Restrictions may apply. Rules and activities are subject to change. Visit website for event details. Coming to Pinnacle Bank Arena April 18th through 19th.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company.
We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Do you want to talk about it?
No.
Okay, fine. I'll start. Distracted driving. Who does it?
Ew. Gross. Could you not?
Okay, Dad. So what I'm hearing is no one ever drives distracted.
I mean, barely.
Maps. More than 14% of all fatal and injury crashes are caused by distracted drivers. This is distracted driving for real. Let's start driving for real. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Psst. You know what's better than waking up early to go to the airport? Sleeping in. Lucky for you, the lines at the Lincoln Airport are so short and our service is so fast. You won't need to sacrifice precious beauty sleep to get here hours before your flight. So, go ahead. Sleep in. You deserve it. And choose the airport that helps you relax. LNK. Make flying easy.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are back. Got Raff holding it down in Ross. You see? Got Nick holding it down. Nick holding it down. Nick holding it down. Kicking with XD. Nick kicking down with FXB. We got Nick holding it down with FXB. Nick, what would be your goal going in? And what I mean by, and I'm not telling you to tell what your measurements are now, but what would you like to reduce things by? If you've thought about it, because you may not have thought about it yet.
I haven't thought about it. I only made the decision about 2 hours ago that I was doing this.
Mm-hmm.
So I have not thought about it. I would say, man, this is tough. I have a certain weight number that I want to get under.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm slowly getting there. I'm down about 35 pounds or so.
Which is insane, man.
But I think if I continue to get down, if I get under about 215, that's where I'll be happy.
Love it.
I'll be happy.
Love it, man. Well, I'll tell you what, speaking of cutting numbers, Nebraska's got to cut some numbers still, and this spring ball is very important for a lot of guys, man. A lot of guys, that DB room in particular, they've got a lot of defensive backs in that room. And so things are going to have to happen this spring. This is crucial. I mean, This is like no other spring that any program has ever had, not just Nebraska. We're talking about nationwide. When you're trimming your roster down, if, again, as we talked about yesterday, if that's going to actually be what happens.
Yeah, you're right. And we'll get to that in a little bit in about the 10 o'clock hour, because
we got some history
we got some history real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And part of that, guys, part of the conversation is we have to bring in the Nico Iamaleava piece of it into it with Tennessee and their whole situation there. So we have to talk about that in the next segment.
That's a lot to discuss with that one.
Raffy, what you got for us today, my friend?
Well, today my history is a birthday, turning 61 years old today. Brett Saberhagen. That just is crazy. It has been 40 years ago since the Royals won their first World Series. I remember watching that. It was the Royals versus the Cardinals. Was it the I-70 series? I believe
That
that's
is right. That is what they call it.
the I-70 series. And just he was a 21-year-old, won the Cy Young that year, and just now 61 years old. So time flies, goes way too fast.
Yeah, Brett Saberhagen in his career had 2 seasons where he won 20 or more games as a starter. That was one of them. Obviously, when he won, I think he was 20-6 in that season in his age 21 season, which is crazy to think about that a 21-year-old's on the mound winning 20 games. And then now, and I think later in his career, he won 23 games in a single season as well. So,
89.
It's just bizarre, just because the longevity that they used to have back then. Now, but we've talked about it, right? Throwing in the red and guys are worried about velocity and maxing out those numbers rather than maybe even longevity at times.
Absolutely. Well, folks, also this segment is brought to you by Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services. Jack has been a well-respected representative since 1999. Can help protect your home, your vehicle, your family, and even your future. Give Jack a call at 402-421-9100 or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or in Seward and learn how Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services can help you. On this date, back in 1962, actually, NFL draft, Ernie Davis of the University of Syracuse, running back, also Heisman Trophy winner, becomes the Washington Redskins' first pick and was traded to the Cleveland Browns, where he joined Jim Brown, obviously. And to some of you who may not know that, so I can't say obviously, Ernie Davis passed away from leukemia. If you've not seen that movie, The Express, it is an amazing movie about the life and story of Ernie Davis. It's one of my favorite movies, man. The things that he did. There was a game that Syracuse played in West Virginia, to where you can imagine back in those days, it was just they were throwing bottles and obviously the words, etc. But Ernie Davis, amazing. And Dennis Quaid did a great job of playing the coach of Syracuse in that movie as well. So if you've not seen The Express, definitely check out that movie, The Express. Ernie Davis was something special during that time.
As you're bringing up documentaries, it made me realize we haven't talked about a new documentary that that Netflix just released. They spent a year, cameras did a year in the Boston Red Sox clubhouse last year during the season. And they just released it, I think it was 2 days ago. And one of the biggest storylines of it is Jarren Duran, who is an outfielder for the Boston Red Sox, opened up about his attempt at suicide a couple of years ago.
Wow.
And he opened up that he was like, I would be standing there in center field and I just wouldn't want to be there. And he talked about it and he opens wide open about it. And Jarren Duran's been in the media for some, not necessarily political correctness in the last couple of years and stuff, but he opened up about when he attempted suicide. And I haven't been able to watch that yet, but it's essentially, to give the football comparison, it's essentially baseball Hard Knocks. And it's going to be a longer form documentary, if you will, because there's more weeks in a series, or excuse me, more weeks and more games in a season than there is in the NFL. So nobody knew that this was happening until about 3 months ago when Netflix released, hey, we're going to have a documentary. We followed the Boston Red Sox around the entire year last year. And then obviously now this year just got released about 3 days ago. I haven't been able to watch it yet, but that's been one of the big storylines. So if anybody out there has watched it, let us know on the text line 402-464-5685 on how it is. But we're starting to see this more and more, where you mentioned documentaries, not even movies, but documentaries now, to where they are following teams, organizations, individuals around for entire lengths of a season just to see how they operate during the year and then obviously during the offseason as well. So it's kind of cool stuff there.
You know what, Nick, what's the name of that documentary?
It's called The Clubhouse. It's like, here, I have the official name for it. It's called The Clubhouse, a year with the Red Sox. And I don't know what their plan is going forward for it. I don't know if they're expecting to stay with the Red Sox year after year, or if it will truly be like the Hard Knocks, to where they go from another team to another team to another team and spend a year with somebody else.
I'm going to check that out. I won't be doing any golfing this weekend, so I'll be on the laptop doing a little bit of work. I'll pop that in there and check it out. And you know what? It shows you that we sometimes, society, we see these guys and gals on the pinnacle of their careers, their profession. We think, man, life must be good. And it always goes to show that you never know what someone's going through. It doesn't matter what their bank account may look like or what we see on social media. I've always, when I speak with high school and college students, Raff, you know this, I always say reels aren't always real. You know, the things we usually post the highlights of our lives. We see the highlights on sports. That's why we watch ESPN, to see the highlights. We don't see the real stuff like you just mentioned right there.
Well,
Nick.
it's interesting. So I'm looking more into it here. I might have to watch it this weekend. There's 8 episodes that are about a little under an hour a piece. And I mean, there's some that are 40 minutes, 49 minutes, things like that. But I mean, one of the episodes, it talks about how it followed them during opening day. And then it talks about how they spent a couple of days specifically only with their coach. The manager opens up about the pressures of playing in Boston and coaching the team in Boston. And then there's one that followed the Boston Red Sox during the trade deadline as they were working deals behind the scenes. And it shows behind the scenes kind of footage there of the general manager, Craig Breslow, trying to figure out whether or not they should be buyers or sellers at the trade deadline, because they finished last in their division in 2023. So a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that we always are curious about now has come to the light a little bit.
Harold Spheres, I missed this earlier. He says, congratulations to you, Nick. I was talking with Jeff Essink via text during the break, too. He's pumped about it. He said, a wise man once said, strong reasons weaken excuses. I don't know if that guy was wise, but I appreciate it.
A man said it.
Yeah. My dad would kind of emphasize that, too. He says, if your reasons are strong enough, you'll do what you got to do. Cubsker, congratulations to you, man.
Yeah, heck yeah.
215 now from starting at 240. Working out wasn't doing much at first, then I got on a 12-mile walk route. Wow. At my job, I started the carnivore diet after hearing Euler talk about it. Yeah, Euler knows his stuff, talking about Todd Euler, former Nebraska
awesome.
Fullback that's on with the captain as well. Todd does a great job, encourages me quite a bit. The captain show was the best so far. Congratulations to you on that. Old Dad 34, I have not watched Step Brothers yet. It's in the queue. It is in the queue, so I will definitely do that. It's in the queue. Got my word on it. Folks, take a quick break. Come back. A lot of Husker football to discuss. It's The Drive.
Psst. You know what's better than waking up early to go to the airport? Sleeping in. Lucky for you, the lines at the Lincoln Airport are so short and our service is so fast. You won't need to sacrifice precious beauty sleep to get here hours before your flight. So, go ahead. Sleep in. You deserve it. And choose the airport that helps you relax. LNK. Make flying easy.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete in Lincoln. With 3 plants across the city, there are plenty of opportunities to start or grow your driving career. They offer great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they cover the cost of CDL training. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Since 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today with ready-mixed concrete. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com. A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740. Automotive Solutions is Lincoln's one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, from vinyl wraps to engine repair and maintenance. Automotive Solutions offers fleet services as well as printing and graphic design for vinyl applications, plus installation of vinyl for boats, trucks, cars, and anything else you want wrapped. Perfection is their standard, and they never settle for less. Call today at 531-249-5600 or go to automotivesolutionslincoln.com to learn more. That's Automotive Solutions on 2024 Southwest 5th Street in Lincoln.
Make sure you tune in every Saturday morning from 10 to 11 a.m. for all things youth football with Tank Perry and Jim Sandman. Learn how the game of youth football has grown in and around the capital city with coaches, athletic directors, and league commissioners telling you all about it. It's All Things Youth Football with Tank Perry and Jim Sandman every Saturday morning from 10 to 11 a.m. right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine with light winds. An afternoon high around 68. Tonight, mainly clear skies and light winds, low near 46. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies. It'll be windy and warm with an afternoon high near 80. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Spring is the time of new beginnings and trying new things. If you haven't tried Führer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For parties for St. Patrick's Day and Easter or celebrating the NCAA tournament with friends, there's no better dip to bring everyone together and celebrate something from Nebraska. Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
It's the middle child of driver safety. Ugh. It's like that scene in a movie you don't want to see, thinking, it won't happen to me. In the time of doing everything at once with 3 screens and taking meetings and eating in the car, it's not easy. But when driving takes the back seat, distracted driving causes more than 14% of fatal and injury crashes every year. For real. Let's start driving for real. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it's becoming a wild ride in the car market these days, but Koppel wants to let you know and assure you that we are staying the course with our usual pricing model. We've still got huge discounts and low interest rates, so let's get after it. We've got over $12,500 off list price or 0% APR right now on select new vehicles. New and pre-owned, our lots are full, so now's the time to buy. Please stop on in the dealership or check us out at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Stock number G187747. All deals with roof credit.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome to The Drive with AD Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska East sports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back on this beautiful Friday morning.
Things are buzzing and popping down here at 1040 O Street. The Mill, come on in. There's a lot of folks out there having meetings, meetups, reading books, doing work, etc. Come on down if you're in the area and grab your cup of beverage, whatever it may be. Nick, what'd you have this morning, my man?
We enjoyed a strawberry banana smoothie. Highly recommend it. It's gone by now. Well, it's almost gone. But Luke makes a killer strawberry banana smoothie. So that's what we rocked with on a Friday morning. So it's good.
Nico.
What about him?
Let's talk about Nico Lamaluivia.
Nico Iamaliva. Close.
Right? So, Christmas Vacation.
Tennessee quarterback Nico Iamaliva. It was released yesterday.
Goodness gracious.
And this comes from On3's Pete Nakos. It was released yesterday that Nico and Tennessee, the quarterback, same age as Dylan Raiola, is going into his true sophomore season, that they are in, and this was the verbiage that they used, contract negotiations ahead of the 2025 season. And then at the end, it put on a little blurb that it was unclear whether or not it had implications on affecting whether Nico could enter the portal after the spring football season. And that made me think to myself, is this the way we're trending? Where guys are in contract negotiations through spring ball, and then ultimately, if a deal is not made, it's like free agency. If a deal is not made, then they're going to say, you know what? I'm going to test the market. I'm going to hit the portal, and somebody's going to step up and pay me my money.
I hate every bit of this. Raff, go ahead, man.
Oh no, what makes it even worse is there's no CBA, so there's no salary cap. I mean, it is the wild, wild west, and it's crazy. Like in contract discussions, it's like we've lost complete sense of what college football was all about. Like we've said all the time, it is what it is. So you got to adjust to it, and you got to go the way it is. But I just don't think that if you look at back in the glory days, I don't think this is ever what you thought college football was going to turn into. And it's going to get even worse. And what's going to happen too is eventually they'll probably come to some sort of collective bargaining agreement. Well, then you're going to have these players that have seen this crazy money go out. I mean, it's just going to go round and round. It's sad that it's came to this, but in a way, I guess that's kind of what the NCAA deserved for not being out in front of it to begin with.
You know what, though, you guys? Here's my stance on this. I was at lunch with a good friend of mine yesterday. Max Callen is retired now. Was a financial advisor, very successful with Smith Hayes for years. And we were just talking about, just where the state of it is. Max was a student here at the university back in the 60s. He's from Ogallala, Nebraska. But he's a great guy, very sharp. Love this guy like crazy. One of the ones to help me get started in speaking. I'll never forget, I was in his office at Smith Hayes right downtown here. And he's like, hey, do you got to just go talk to people? I did my first gig with Coach Brown. And I was like, I like that. Went and spoke in Seward, in fact. And I was like, Max, what am I going to speak about? You were a member of a championship team. I said, Max, I was a water boy on a championship team. He goes, no. He talks me out of that. Anyway, we get to the sport part of it. And it's just insane. It's the conversation we have with Coach Osborne. But, guys, here's the reality. It's like that old saying by Jim Rohn, not the Jim Rohn sportscaster talking head. I'm talking about Jim Rohn, the personal professional development guru that passed a while back. He said, and you guys have heard me say this, we nurture the cause, but we curse the effect. We nurture the cause, but we curse the effect. These kids are doing what they're allowed to do, what's being permitted. So something that you permit, you can't argue about the results. As much as it sucks, it's kind of like, well, think about this. Texas Tech, who just brought up, what was the point guard, the young man's name?
JT Toppin.
They paid him the money.
Yeah.
So the thing about it, as much as we hate this, as much as it sucks, we paid it. They paid it. Not society, but his school permitted it. Now, you look at, Iamaliva. Am I pronouncing it? Iamaliva. Think about Aleve, the aspirin or Bayer, whatever it's called. You look at what he's done. He was a 5-star recruiting gem. Okay, we know that. Redshirt in 2023, started in 2024, 18 games with 14 starts, completed 241 of 379 passes, 2,900 yards, 21 touchdowns, 5 INTs, rushed for 435, 6 TDs, 3 of those scores were in the first half of the Citrus Bowl, where he was the MVP following the 2023 season.
That's pretty good.
It's very good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. But it's like this right now, we're saying, well, is this going to be the trend? Well, it is the trend now.
Yeah, I think that there's something to be said about how if and this was an article I read, or a column, I'll say that because it was opinion based, that I read in The Athletic yesterday, responding to the Nico Iamaleava debacle going on. And it talked about how if this is going to be allowed, then organizations, or programs in this case, should have the ability to cut players whenever they want. They should have the ability to put buyouts on these contracts, that they should have the ability to then sign them to multi-year deals. Like, everything is outlined. Everything is what they were saying. What the columnist was saying was that everything that is in parts of a CBA, a collective bargaining agreement, are needed. If you're going to have these types of events happening consistently, then yeah. And so what does this look like after revenue sharing? I don't, nobody has an answer yet, because we don't know what it's going to look like. Right. But ultimately, when it's all said and done, is there has to be some sort of, I guess, response to players being able to do these. I don't want to use the word catastrophic, because that, I feel like that puts such an aggressive label on it. But I will say catastrophic, because if you're Tennessee and you've been operating all fall, all winter, the recruiting cycles wise, you've been, hey, this is our guy. Nico is our guy. And sure, if it's a program reason why he doesn't re-sign with the team, then yeah, you can only blame yourself. But if it's strictly a money conversation, then that's one of those that can be really detrimental to a program, to a coach's ability to win. Mm-hmm. Like we saw in the playoffs how vital quarterbacks are, right? How vital they are. Mm-hmm. And if you don't have a good quarterback, we've seen it in Nebraska, if you don't have a good quarterback that doesn't turn over the ball, that isn't disciplined, and this, that, and the third, then you're not going to have success. And ultimately, that does fall on the coach when it's all said and done, because it's a results-driven business.
Yeah, it is. Until, like you said, Nick, until there's a CBA involved, we're going to continue to see this. Nolan Border, yeah, we're all preaching it. It's just a matter if they listen to the message. And as of right now, we'll know a lot more when the ruling takes place, as far as whether the numbers will be there, whether the guys will be, grandfather clause in there. It's just a mess. It's just an absolute mess. And in my opinion, I'm not speaking for you, Raff, or speaking for you, Nick. It's unacceptable.
Well, I've said this.
And that you could have done, this thing could have been ironed out, hashed out. You look at where these numbers were going. Yeah. It's like, what are you waiting for?
It's also interesting too that I kind of get the feeling that these quarterbacks in college are probably looking a little bit at the NFL. You know, what are the quarterbacks making? Maybe not so much the starters, the Patrick Mahomeses or anything like that, but you notice that Joe Flacco just signed with the Browns for $4 million. Well, that's the Haslam family. Well, they're the big donors, Tennessee, Pilot, all that, when they signed that big thing last year with Tennessee. So Nico's probably got to be looking at that like, well, if they sign him for $4 million as a backup, and I'm the starting quarterback at Tennessee, I can get more money from these people.
I find it fascinating, because when we bring up the conversation of like the collective bargaining and stuff, I keep going back to one big key, and it's who's going to lead the charge. If you're a player, if you're one of these top echelon players, do you want that?
I don't blame the players for getting the money either.
But that's the point, right? But like, it's do you want a CBA that puts potentially a salary cap onto things? Like, do you want that, or would you prefer it if you're one of the top echelon players, Dylan Raiola, Nico Iamaleava, those other guys, to where you can just go out and ask for, hey, look, I don't really care about your financial situation. This is what I'm off. This is my price is. Yep. If you don't pay it, I'm moving on, because somebody will pay it. Yeah. So I don't know if they want that. The other part is when I mention who's going to respect who. Like, if the NCAA tries to create a collective bargaining, are the agents, are the teams, are the programs, are they going to respect the NCAA enough to where they don't say, you know what, we'll just retaliate and let's just go create our own league, like we've been rumoring and talking about for the last 3 years, where the Big Ten and the SEC have this alliance in place and things like that. But then also third is, who, from the players union standpoint, how do you pick a players union to a group of players to represent?
Yeah, what's the criteria
all of the
for
players,
that?
Right? Like the NFLPA, and like I sit there and I go, okay, how are you going to create this? Because the numbers in college are so much larger than the numbers in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
How are you going to pick a group of players that says, yep, these 8 guys, these 12 guys
speak for everybody,
speak for all thousands of players across Division I FBS football?
Yep.
I find it like it's such an uphill battle that we are going to be fighting, that we could just sit here and say for the next 3 years, this is what college football needs. We just don't really know how to get there.
You know what, Nick? Here's my thing when you go even deeper in it, for me, just personally at least. You're doing something that it was never intended to do.
Sure.
So I can want that Jeep over there to fly all I want it to, but it wasn't meant for that. I can put wings on it and, make modifications, etc. But it wasn't meant for that. College football was not meant to be this crazy. And I'm not saying not to receive some of the money from it.
Yeah.
But within reason. And we have no reason anymore. There's no reason you pay someone in college $4 million unless it's permitted, which it is. But college sports has turned into something that it was not intended to be. Think about this, you guys. Who are we fooling to say? We can still say it, but is it really the truth? Student athlete? Really?
Nope.
Really?
No, I'm
not saying you are. I'm not saying anybody else is, but I'm simply saying college sports has lost track of its intent. That's the bottom line, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's lost track of who they are. Their North Stars doesn't even exist anymore.
I wouldn't even compare it to. I would take the fact that it's college sports out of it again. Like, this is essentially for college football specifically, or you could compare it to college basketball to the NBA. This is the exact same thing, just without guidelines.
Yeah, there's none.
The NFL, the NBA, they have guidelines, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have in Major League Baseball, there's arbitration and there's hearings and there's court appeals. Like there's things that will try to keep the playing field level, and there's things in place in the NFL to at least somewhat prevent the scales from leaning heavily to one side.
Team.
Yeah, right. And there's things in place, but in college there's not. And so I don't even entertain the conversation or the comment about student athletes, because this is strictly from an athletic standpoint. This is Nico Iamaleava. There's no difference between him and what Joe Flacco is doing, to use Raff, your example from a couple minutes ago. The largest difference, take even on the field statistics out of the equation. How Joe Flacco is going to be entering his 18th season. Nico's in his 3rd season at Tennessee. Take all of that out of it and just look from a strictly a business standpoint. The only thing that's different is one entity had regulations on what they can do.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The other
doesn't.
It is wide open.
Wide open.
And if there's one that's going to be wide open that's more detrimental, I think it's college. If the NFL was wide open, you're dealing with adults in the room time and time again. Even though this started 4 years ago, I don't want to put a percentage on it. Majority of people still don't know how to handle NIL. They still just don't.
That's just reality. Absolutely. I totally agree.
And so the wrong of the two is wide open. I'm not saying the NFL should be, but what I'm saying is if I had to pick one that was like, okay, would I rather the NFL be wide open or college football? I would say NFL every single time.
And there's a great point that unknown texter 8683 brings in, because either things have to be solved. The bigger problem would be the short time to develop and sustain a membership representatives for a large union. Speaking of CBA,
Dirty
players.
Tony and the boys says, Nick, the MLB is the worst comparison you could have used. I didn't compare it to MLB. I just said that they have things in place. Like they have arbitration. I get that there's no salary cap in Major League Baseball. That's why I said compare college football to NFL, compare basketball to the NBA. That's why I wasn't trying to compare MLB.
You look at scapers here. Good morning to you, brother. Do you see NIL fatigue happening? For instance, you pay Sims a lot of money, former Nebraska quarterback, to represent a burrito, and then he doesn't start. Is that burrito company next time willing to spend that kind of money again? Appreciate your guys' advice. Appreciate you, Scaper. Nick, in this day and age, to where the way it's set up, I don't know if it's fatigue. I think it's just, to your point, unknown. They just don't know what they're doing anymore. I mean, it's a thing to where there's no rules, no regulations. So whether there's fatigue or not, I can't answer that question because I'm not that said company or companies.
Yeah.
But I think they would even appreciate some parameters, some rules. If you leave, if your GPA is a certain way, if you're not performing, are there performance clauses in those? And so much of it is under the cloak as well. So many of those things we don't know the specifics, as you mentioned earlier. You don't know some of the specs that are in some of those contracts.
So to Scaper's piece is, are companies going to be willing to spend that type of money again? I think it's situational. I think it's where companies will have to also decide. It's going to sound like a cop-out answer, but I think it's accurate. And talking to a couple of companies around Lincoln as well, I've talked to a couple business owners that will be in NIL negotiations with certain guys and say, you know what, we just don't see that value. We just don't, and they have to turn away. They turn away and they end negotiations for a variety of reasons. One could be that they don't see the value. Number two is they don't feel right paying somebody, a couple hundred G's, whatever it is. The other part is it's not in their budget. And for a local business, some of the asking prices are just way too high. And so through it all, I think it's hard to just put a blanket statement over, no, businesses aren't going to be willing to pay that. Because I don't think that's true.
Case.
I think it's a situational conversation of understanding that a lot of times, especially in college, for these college guys, because the numbers are so large and because we don't know necessarily how it's going to pan out year to year, I think you're paying a lot based on projections.
Yeah.
And not so much results. In the NFL, these are the top 1% of 1% of athletes. They're on an NFL team. The numbers are smaller, right? So you're able to then hopefully, they're a little more proven. So that's where it gets a little hairier, I suppose.
It's definitely interesting. What were you going to say, Raff, brother?
Oh, no, I just agreeing.
Yeah, it's tell you what, it keeps us for a lot of content to discuss as these things keep going on, because there's a lot to be solved still, a lot of things in the air still.
Raff's got to leave after this segment as well.
Yeah. Raff, you got to go head to work. Hey, Raff, real fast, in case somebody's up in Ralston, where are you going to be at? And what's the event, my man?
I'm at the Liberty First Credit Union at the Spring Arts Festival. Yay.
You sound stoked, man.
Yeah, don't sound so excited.
Yay.
Raff, we appreciate you, brother. We'll definitely be in touch with you. Me and Nick will be back for two more segments.
That's right.
It's The Drive. It's Friday. We'll be right back.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law Group and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Allow me to get a bit sappy. For women, jewelry isn't just a gift. It's a timeless symbol of love and appreciation. You have to get this right. No fleeting trends or gadgets will make the impact. Every time she wears it, every time she gets a compliment, you win. Trust me, guys. You'll get your money worth. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
What's going on, fans? This is Lexi Rodriguez, four-time All-American at Nebraska and now proud member of Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League One Volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players, and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering us on in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha Volleyball in action this season. Go Big Green!
A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
Imagine a healthier, more active, physically fit version of yourself. If you've been putting off getting into shape, now is the time with the Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping 10-Week Challenge. Our program combines kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching to help you achieve your fitness goals. And ticket listeners, you can get $150 off your enrollment. The next 10-week challenge begins on April 12th. You can get all the info at fxblincoln.com. Don't wait any longer. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill and 70th and Vine.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it's becoming a wild ride in the car market these days, but Koppel wants to let you know and assure you that we are staying the course with our usual pricing model. We've still got huge discounts and low interest rates, so let's get after it. We've got over $12,500 off list price or 0% APR right now on select new vehicles. New and pre-owned, our lots are full, so now's the time to buy. Please stop on in the dealership or check us out at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Stock number G187747. All deals with roof credit.
Muchachos has been serving Lincoln delicious pork, brisket, and chicken tacos for several years now, as well as Hatch Mac, nachos, and more. Muchachos also brings you close to the taste buds of your favorite local college athletes with NIL deals like the B3 burrito for Bella Bacon of Nebraska softball and many more. See a variety of different NIL options at Muchachos at 11th and K or order online at yomuchacho.com. Open 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine with light winds. Afternoon high around 68. Tonight, mainly clear skies and light winds, low near 46. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies. It'll be windy and warm with an afternoon high near 80. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Automotive Solutions is Lincoln's one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, from vinyl wraps to engine repair and maintenance. Automotive Solutions offers fleet services as well as printing and graphic design for vinyl applications, plus installation of vinyl for boats, trucks, cars, and anything else you want wrapped. Perfection is their standard, and they never settle for less. Call today at 531-249-5600 or go to automotivesolutionslincoln.com to learn more. That's Automotive Solutions on 2024 Southwest 5th Street in Lincoln.
It's the middle child of driver safety. Ugh, it's like that scene in a movie you don't want to see, thinking, it won't happen to me. In the time of doing everything at once with 3 screens and taking meetings and eating in the car, it's not easy. But when driving takes the back seat, distracted driving causes more than 14% of fatal and injury crashes every year. For real. Let's start driving for real. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick, the time has gone by fast, my man.
It has.
10:41 here in the capital city. here at the mothership. Of course, you got AC coming up, Adam Carricker coming up next, along with our very own Jake Bachhoff and Jakey Jake as well, Jay Beasy.
That's right.
So they'll dive back into sports. Nick, we got an update with Husker basketball.
Yeah,
Women's.
a little bit of a unfortunate update with Nebraska women's basketball. They are going to be without one of their signees coming up, as it was just announced by Olivia Hamlin that she is being released from her letter of intent to the University of Nebraska, and she is going to go play for BYU, a 5'9" guard from St. George, Utah. She was ranked as the second best player in the state of Utah and the number 59 player in the entire country. 5'9" guard, once again, from St. George, Utah. She averaged 28 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 5 steals a game while leading Snow Canyon High School out in St. George, Utah to a Class 4A state runner-up finish. How about this? In her 73 career high school games, Hamlin never scored fewer than 13 points, and she had 52 20-point games. 52 out of her 73 games, she scored over 20 points. But so Olivia Hamlin, a 5'9" guard, just announced a couple of minutes ago, about 20 minutes ago, that she was getting released from her letter of intent to the University of Nebraska and that she's going to stay a little closer to home and play for BYU.
You know, it makes you wonder, too, the stratosphere that Britt Prince has played with, if that was maybe a deterrent.
Well, I think also maybe what Nebraska's going after in the portal. I think there's that too as well, because Nebraska's been looking, Nebraska women's basketball has been looking at a couple of guards in the portal from some Big Ten schools and things like that. So you never know what the tea leaves are, right? You never know what the true authentic reason is for that. But we do know that Olivia Hamlin not going to be a part of Nebraska women's basketball going forward. There's a lot of young pieces, though. I will say this, like, as being somebody that was down in Fort Worth with them when they played against Louisville in the NCAA tournament, there's a lot of really intriguing young pieces. Sure, you're going to move on and graduate Alexis Markowski, who's been one of the best to do it at Nebraska her last 4 years, but ultimately there's a lot of really intriguing young pieces.
Yes.
Logan Nisley's going to be coming back. Obviously, you have Britt Prince leading the show. Natalie Potts, when she comes back healthy. Also, we saw really the emergence of Amaya Hargrove the last couple of games of the season as well. So there's a lot of intrigue and excitement, I think, around Nebraska women's basketball. Number one, their biggest thing the last couple of years is they got to stay healthy. Number two is they got to figure out a way to, potentially add somebody like a Birdie Rimdahl that was there last year. They added Birdie for just one season from the University of Florida. She played a key role down the stretch when players got hurt. And so now who's going to be that for Nebraska next year? I think we'll probably see out of the portal in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, there's a lot of youth on that team, as you know, Nick. We just mentioned some of those that are going to be gone. Just kind of a quick rundown of Nebraska roster who they have returning. You got, of course, Logan Nisley, who just mentioned, Nick. You got Allison Widener, who's redshirt, will be back as well, junior. Kennedy Williams, of course, she'll be a redshirt freshman. Rimdahl, Petrie, Jessica Petrie will be a sophomore. Kaylin Hake, Moriarty. We can go on and on. These are all young players. Britt Prince, of course, being that guard as well. Hakey being that guard. Moriarty being that guard. So there's some positions they're going to fill up, and it's going to be interesting. Those things are going to happen. We see that all the time. But that she will no longer be coming to Nebraska. And like you mentioned, we don't know the tea leaves on that, so the speculation could run wild. But Nebraska is still fresh in there. Yeah, I'm just going to say this before we change subjects next. You know what player that I'm really excited for?
Who's that?
Petra Bozen.
Yeah.
She is a baller in the paint, man. And she, like I said, you've heard me say this a lot of times, and it's probably get sick of it, but you can tell this is not her first rodeo. She played in the International League and
Petra Bozen, and then also, like I said, with Jess Petrie as well. I mean, both of those players are going to have some big shoes to fill. Maya Hargrove falls into that conversation as well.
Absolutely.
But we'll see what happens there. Absolutely. Obviously, also starting tonight, Nebraska baseball has a 3-game set against the Iowa Hawkeyes.
It's country night.
It is.
6:02 is the first pitch. It is country night tonight there in Iowa City. Tomorrow is Hawks Nest Day. I have no idea what the hell that is. Hawks Nest Day. But I do love the one they have on the third day on Sunday. It's Go Green for Mental Health. So I think about Iowa, they do some great things to promote other causes. Yeah. And obviously, I think it's one of the most prominent college football traditions is where they wave back at the Children's Hospital They're behind the stadium. So as much as we may have some disdain for Iowa, they do some amazing things. I'm not going to say disdain. Well, some people got disdain, but nevertheless, 6:02 tonight. Nick, coming off a win Tuesday night there in Lawrence, number 2 ranked. We're 3-1 against ranked teams. You think about that. Tonight going in, Iowa is not going to be a slouch by any stretch of the imagination. They are 21-10. They are 12-3 in the conference. They are 9-1 at home, 10-5 away, 2-4 on neutral sites. Iowa, they get it done as far as that goes. Nick, what do you see tonight, my man? Like I said, you being the aficionado and knowing the game a lot better than I do.
Well, I mean, so Nebraska's done some really good things the last couple of games, and that includes the loss against Rutgers, that weekend series against the Rutgers Scarlet Knights last weekend when they won 2 of 3. They did some good things, and most importantly, the bats have started to wake up for Nebraska.
Yeah.
And it's come from guys that maybe you didn't expect it right out of the gate. Sure, like you're seeing guys like Case Sanderson. He's on the midst of a 4 or 5 game hit streak, but you're seeing somebody like Max Butenbach step up, and you're seeing guys like Will Jeske step up and get big timely hits in some big time situations. In the last 10 games, Nebraska's scoring a little over 8 runs per game on average in the last 10 games. They're also hitting as a team a little over 325 at the plate. Now, against Iowa hits the ball really, really well. And the weather, if it's similar to Lincoln, is going to be pretty good tonight and this weekend. And so it's going to be important for Nebraska's pitchers to be competitive, allow the defense to work. But these feel like some games that could potentially be a little higher scoring, to where Nebraska's going to need to be right on that pace of like 6, 7, 8 runs, because their pitching just hasn't been able to hold opponents consistently under 3-2 runs a game and make it a true pitcher's duel. So ultimately, when you look at Nebraska, they have the ability to, I suppose, when we look at it, compete against Iowa. At some point, Nebraska needs a sweep. Like that's just how it is. You're going to be facing a lot of familiar opponents these next 2 weeks. It's a midweek session with Creighton on Tuesday. The following week, after you welcome Northwestern to town, it's a midweek game against the Kansas Jayhawks again, this time in Lincoln. So there's going to be some familiar foes coming down the pipe here for Nebraska baseball. Get some wins under your belt. Ultimately, conference games matter the most, because Nebraska needs to make the Big Ten tournament if they want any hopes of playing in the postseason.
So they take care of play Iowa tonight at 6:02. That's on the Big Ten Plus, and then we'll play them again tomorrow at 2:02. What's with the 2:02? The 2 thing, Nick?
TV time.
The 2:02.
Because if it's on Big Ten Plus, it allows them for a 2-minute post or 2-minute pregame show.
I love that.
They'll get done at 1:58. 2 minutes commercials.
The previous one.
They get going with pregame at 2:00. Gives them 2 minutes, and then they get started at 2:02.
That's why you're
pitch.
the sportscaster of the year. You know those intricate
that's
details.
That's just no.
2:02 on no. 2:02 is Hawk. At 2:02 they'll play again at Iowa City. That's Hawks next day, and then they will play at 1:02 Sunday. That is green for mental health. Overall in sports too as well. Nebraska women's softball have a big one starting on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. They will be in Chicago playing Northwestern. Northwestern is 20-12 overall right now. They are 4-3-1 at home. They're in 4-2 away and 12-7 neutral wise. So that is going to be a major test for Nebraska softball.
It is. Nebraska softball, though, there's still a good chunk of games left in their season. And they've held inside the top 25 the entire year, which is really impressive. But then also, how about 77 home runs as a team this year? It's a program record. Nebraska, 77 home runs this year as a team. It's been a lot of fun to watch them. So
they're exciting. Real fast, give you a quick rundown. What's going on? There's a lot of things going on in Husker sports. Just quick and brief you on that. The track team is going to be away. They're going to be at the 44 Farms Invitational at A&M. You have the bowling team that's going to be going against Youngstown State, neutral site. Then you have Nebraska women's tennis that's home against USC. That's today at 5:00. And then you have also the men's bowling team. Theirs is going to be Jacksonville State, Wichita State. That'll be at a neutral site as well. So a lot going on. Go ahead, Nick.
Here is a build off of what we were talking about last segment with Nico Iamaleava. Pete Thamel has tweeted out that Nico Iamaleava did not attend Tennessee's spring practice today. He's been in conversations with Tennessee about a new contract.
Oh, my goodness.
The no-show of practice came as a surprise to the coaching staff. Whew. So there you have it. Yeah. Unfortunately, there you have it. So Nico Iamaleava did not attend Tennessee's spring practice today, as he's in the midst of contract negotiations.
We got a lot to talk about on Monday for that. I'm not sure. I think I'll be here Monday. I speak in McCook on Sunday.
Okay.
I'm not done until like 9 o'clock our time, so we'll see what happens. Real quick, Scaper wants to know, Nick, Big Swim, you must answer this. What sport is harder, golf or baseball? I can't answer that.
Baseball.
Baseball. Nick says baseball is harder than golf, in his opinion.
That's my opinion.
That's his opinion.
Don't have to agree. Don't have to like it.
Don't have to like it. Folks, coming back for one more segment. It's Friday. It's The Drive. 93.7 The Ticket.
Big news from your Nebraska Lottery. Mega Millions is now more mega than ever. First off, a new multiplier is built into the game. Plus, there are now bigger jackpots, better odds, and prizes start at $10. So don't miss out on these fantastic enhancements. Visit your favorite Nebraska Lottery retailer today and play Mega Millions with the new built-in multiplier, bigger jackpots, better odds, and prizes starting at $10. Drawings Tuesdays and Fridays. $5 Mega Millions top prize odds, 1 in 290 million.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Picture this. You're in the doghouse, and flowers just won't cut it this time. Enter jewelry, the ultimate peace offering. It's a gesture that speaks volumes, showing her you're willing to go the extra mile to make things right. So next time you're in the doghouse, remember, diamonds are a guy's best friend too. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and my schedule can get a little hectic. From softball practices to going to class, traveling for games, spending time with family, and catching up with friends, I am always on the go. I want a bank that can help me from anywhere, but also be there when I need them. That's Midwest Bank. They have the same mobile banking technology as those big banks, but have that hometown feel that I like every time I walk through the doors. They make banking easy no matter where I am. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
You don't have to cross your fingers when digging into the ground this spring. Start every project with a call to Nebraska 811 so utilities like LES can mark their buried lines and you can avoid injury and power outages.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes! Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Join Nebraska softball for another action-packed weekend on April 18th and 19th as they face Indiana at Bowlin Stadium. The top 25 ranked Huskers are hot and ready to show off their dominance in the Big Ten during this two-game series. Plus, Saturday is Kids Day. There will be family activities throughout the game and an egg hunt with the team after the final out. You won't want to miss this weekend at the ballpark, April 18th and 19th. For event and ticket information, head to huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
Imagine a healthier, more active, physically fit version of yourself. If you've been putting off getting into shape, now is the time with the Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping 10-Week Challenge. Our program combines kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching to help you achieve your fitness goals. And ticket listeners, you can get $150 off your enrollment. The next 10-week challenge begins on April 12th. You can get all the info at fxblincoln.com. Don't wait any longer. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill and 70th and Vine.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one.
At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Do you want to talk about it?
No.
Okay, fine. I'll start. Distracted driving. Who does it?
Ew. Gross. Could you not?
Okay, Dad. So what I'm hearing is no one ever drives distracted?
I mean, barely.
More than 14% of all fatal and injury crashes are caused by distracted drivers. This is distracted driving for real. Let's start driving for real. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Spring is here. It's time to get back outside and into proper shoes this year. Brown's Shoe Fit is the place to buy this spring with their sale on athletic shoes. Get $15 off any regular priced athletic shoes with respected brands like Hoka, Brooks, New Balance, and On Running. And don't forget, Brown's carries a large arrangement of sizes and widths to fit your feet properly. Start your spring off right at Brown's Shoe Fit, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln.
You know the saying, April showers bring May flowers. Well, it's true for heart health, too. Sprinkling in a few small changes can make a big impact on your heart health. Try adding a vegetable to your dinner or no salt seasoning. Looking for support in making these changes? Join a workshop to learn more about a healthy lifestyle. Search Chronic Disease Nebraska for more details. Paid for by Nebraska DHHS, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back. I have no idea why this song jumped in my head. Nick, you never heard this song, man?
Which one?
You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. But if you don't dance, and if you don't dance, then no friends of mine.
I've never heard that song. It almost sounds like a polka song. I would have heard that one at the Sainert family reunion.
Text line, let
The
us
average
know.
age of the people on the dance floor are 75.
Yeah, we're not gonna. It's called Men with Hats. That's
Okay.
that song. That was back in the old MTV days, man. MTV, Men with Hats. That'd be a good song to have on the golf course, though, man. You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. But if they don't dance, and if you don't dance, then no friends of mine.
Yep, it works well.
It
It works
dance.
well.
Folks, the 80 Attitude Adjustment, the RGT, Raff. We'll be back on that again Monday. But 80 Attitude Adjustment for today, it's something I posted this morning because it's something I try to think of something that's just kind of just riding with me. But it goes this way. No pain is wasted if you choose to apply the lessons. No pain is wasted if you choose to apply the lessons from it. I look at numerous times in my life. You can probably look at times in your life to where you thought something was going to take you out. There's scars there, but it also taught you lessons. And sometimes those lessons aren't learned immediately. Sometimes it's long term. So no pain is wasted if you choose to use the lessons from it.
People are getting mad. It's called the safety dance. Is that right?
Yep, the safety dance.
Safety dance
by Men with Hats.
Safety dance is an 80s classic.
Yes, Nick. I can't believe you don't know that. But you weren't born in the 80s. Your parents should know better.
That was 22 20 years before I was born.
Yeah, Disc Golf Jay says safety dance, dog.
Yeah.
It's the safety dance. Ogie, what's up, brother? Old Dad 34, classic song AD. Willie said safety dance. The safety dance is in the 80s. It is, man. Nick, that's one. You know what I'm going to create? I'm going to create for us, the E9, an 80s classic golf mix. And I'm just going to have a bunch of songs from the 80s on there.
I can't wait for that. I can't wait to just be motivated by 80s music. There's nothing wrong with it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I just don't know it. I like to sing along.
All day long, you're going to be singing, you can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. And if they don't dance, and if you don't dance, then they're no friends of mine.
There it is. AD, have a good weekend, my friend.
You too as well, brother.
Imagine a healthier, more active, physically fit version of yourself. If you've been putting off getting into shape, now is the time with the Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping 10-Week Challenge. Our program combines kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching to help you achieve your fitness goals. And ticket listeners, you can get $150 off your enrollment. The next 10-week challenge begins on April 12th. You can get all the info at fxblincoln.com. Don't wait any longer. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill and 70th and Vine.
Hey volleyball fans, this is Laura Dijkema, national player of the Netherlands and now the setter on Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering for us in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and